Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Lyndsey and I'm Wild Sea Calligraphy, based in Plymouth in Devon, and I teach modern calligraphy workshops. So today I would like to teach you about flourishing. So this is going to be part one of flourishing. It's just a couple of little flourishes that will just help zhuzh up your wording, just to make it a little bit prettier, something really basic for you to use over and over again to help with your confidence basically. So I'm going to show you a couple of my first ones that I always use for my calligraphy, and I hope you enjoy. Obviously if you enjoy this, like and subscribe and share. If you have any ideas for anything, any topics, just let me know, and I'd love to share my journey with you. Okay, so you're here today to learn a little bit about flourishing. My flourishes can seem very, very daunting when you first start. Okay, the rule with flourishing is that your flourishes are an oval. Okay, so you whip all your flourishes as part of an oval. When you flourish, all your ovals need to connect through the lettering at a right angle, slightly off there. And then you always want the end of the flourish to point back in the middle, just point where it started. What you don't want is flourishing to do things like that. Unless you can get it to work for you, that's not what I would recommend. Now I'm just going to show you some of my favourite flourishes that I use in my calligraphy. And I'm going to do them in pencil because I think it's really easy to practice calligraphy in pencil, and you don't have to worry about pen control then, you don't have to worry about the ink going everywhere. It's nice and smooth and you've got no nib catching the paper. So let's just try a nice HB pencil. Some of my favourite things to flourish, or the easiest thing to flourish to begin with, is a T. So I quite like my bouncy T. So that's like this. Sometimes T's can do this. So when I was beginning my modern calligraphy journey, my T's would look like this. Okay, so those are my T's. That's how I do them. You could do them straight if you want, or whatever way you want. Depends on what you fancy basically. So my T's have a lovely crossbar on them, which is basically this. And it's the first ever flourish that I've done, unbeknownst to me. It's a little mini flourish. Okay, and I used it all the time because it was just really simple and really effective. It just looks instantly pretty. So if you are writing a word, for example, you know, it just makes it look so much better already. I just really enjoy doing that with my flourish T's. So I'll demonstrate that again in pencil, and I'll also demonstrate an extended version. So you can do this, or you can do this. Across the page now. Excuse me, I'll try that again for you. Try for the third time lucky, here we go. You could do this. Or you could also do this. Quite a nice one. Now if you're feeling confident with your flourishes, and you've got a pretty handy one going, do a couple more times. And then get your nib and ink and trace over it. So don't forget, put your pen to the top right corner, make sure your paper's twisted. Really fine hairline. It's basically this stroke. Oops, which is a compound curve. So I really recommend practicing that one. It's a really good basic flourish. If you're not sure about this compound curve, this is a really good little exercise to do. Try not to put any pressure on it, nice and light touch, and that will really help you. Now, my next favourite flourish to do, which I find is Again, really, really simple but effective. And you can use these on the characters that are at the end of the words, really. So I like to do an E. So we do our E like this. Just going to move this paper up a little bit so you can see clearly. Okay, and the flourish we're doing for that one is this. Okay, and you can use this flourish for things like the A's as well. Maybe an R if you're lucky. So that's the flourish. So we'll try that, apply that to our lettering, shall we? So nice E, entrance stroke, E. You can even do this and stop and just get a bit of a breather while you're contemplating your flourish. So don't be afraid to stop at the end of your character before you do the flourish. And now this one is going to go around this way, so like an oval around here. Okay, so you see that, I'll just do a bit darker for you, like an oval. And then another oval, a figure of 8 basically. So don't let flourishes be really scary or terrify you, okay? So really simple, just break it down into little portions, little manageable portions. So here we go, E, stop, then over, like that. Try again. And really think about that control when you're writing. You want 2 horizontal ovals. Now you've done that a couple of times. You can then go and flourish it. So nib and ink, get your seamy ink out, ready. Twist your paper around to the angle that you need to write at. Just really take your time. So. You find it's easier to speed up, be my guest. But also just try practicing doing it slowly. And maybe just adjust your speed and just try to find one that suits you. Lovely. Same flourish as the E. We noticed this. So you can just have a really favourite flourish and apply it to all of your lettering. You can do it with an A as well. Loads of fun with that one. Off the page again, sorry. There we go. So how do we do that Y? And then get your nib and ink and have a go tracing over it. So when you're moving your hand, just make sure your whole arm is moving as well if you can, not just your fingers, because you're going to get stuck on that. So I didn't really move my hand properly there. There we go. And these ones look really nice, again, at the end of the sentence, or the word. Lovely.